Good evening, everyone. Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. So today we'll be starting Voice of Cards: The Forsaken Maiden, which is the second Voice of Cards game, which I did not expect to be coming out quite this soon after the first one, but I'm pretty happy with that. Hello, Nick. Hello, Ethrol. I'm fine. How are you guys? And let's get into it then. New game. Loading screen. You just noticed that, huh, Nick? It's Ted.
I bid you welcome.
Ted Windy there. It's
your
yeah.
game master for this tale. It is a pleasure to have you. Now then, just like this, I will be using cards to draw you into the world of this story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty windy here. It's been windy all day. Very loud. Anyway, a man proclaiming himself to be a great hero has embarked on a journey to slay the dragon. Yeah, I thought it was a different GM. I was like, that doesn't sound like the same guy.
From time to time, you may be presented with choices like this.
Right.
Incorrect. It doesn't mean anything, but still.
Alright.
You're following along with all this, I trust? Moving on. I believe your experience of the story will be shaped in no small part by my narration. As such, I hope you'll have rather more fun keeping the sound on while you play. That said, rest assured that the game remains enjoyable without sound. My words will be subtitled just as they are now.
Yeah, the dry remarks thing of the previous GM I really liked. Oh, obviously this GM will have a different style. Don't think I like this one as much already. I would like to display subtitles, obviously.
With the formalities sorted, we're all ready to begin the game. My. Yeah, you can hear the sound of the waves. Oh, how very evocative. Now then, let's begin our tale. Allow me to welcome you to the world of Voice of Cards. You're about to step into the shoes of the hero of this tale as he sets forth on a grand adventure. Said adventure takes place in a remote part of the sea, in which ancient traditions are alive and well.
In the sea?
You will touch the hearts of many who dwell in this place as you journey to change fate's promise of untold ruin.
Yeah, I can handle it.
I believe in you. I believe your journey will be a success. And on that note, it is time for that journey to begin. May the waves see you safely across the tides.
That ship looks rather like a whale.
The story begins in a secluded grotto. The sound of the waves echoes softly across the rock walls. A solitary young man stands in front of a ship floating in the water. Brush in hand, he busies himself painting the vessel. Once he finishes his work, he decides to carve his name into the side of the hull. A finishing touch.
This is where it asks me what my name is. Yep. Look, it knows me already. Wait, I need to get rid of the default. No, no, no. How do I get? What? Oh wait, there we go. There's no spare default Baron. It's but it's not. It's my name. Mine. That's right.
You carve your name in small lettering into the ship. Oh, a handsome name, that.
A handsome name.
This young lad is the hero of our tale, and your window into the world. You're a navigator without a ship, and your soul yearns to set out upon the ocean blue for your own reasons.
I don't think I'm without a ship. Didn't we just say I have a ship?
You have spent a great deal of time repairing the wrecked ship before you, in the hopes of crafting a partner, aboard which you might sail the high seas.
Whoa.
The sound of a wooden box tumbling to the ground rips through the grotto.
What was that?
You heave a deep sigh and decide to head over to the source of the racket.
Ah, whatever knocked that box over is clearly well known to our protagonist. Find whatever made that noise. I'm guessing it's this person up here. There'll be cards with glowing edges. Yep, we remember this. Did you? Yeah, I'm also coming in blind.
The source of the noise turns out to be a young girl. It looks as though she has knocked over a wooden box, packed with shipbuilding supplies, and is in quite a panic about it. The girl's name is Laddie. You came across her some time ago, collapsed on a beach. You attempted to bring her to a nearby village, but she was quite opposed to the idea for some reason. As such,
For some reason.
she's been helping you repair the ship here.
Hello, Kevin?
You're not quite sure how to respond to her knocking the box over.
What shall I say? Sigh in exasperation. That was what he did already, right? It's, yeah. Oh, oh no! I didn't want to actually pick that.
Laddie's shoulders slump, dejected.
She doesn't have a seal head yet. Oh, you're thinking she's a Selkie?
You move to leave the grotto, saying, "I'm going to the village to get some food." Laddie waves goodbye, her forlorn smile seeing you off. The young woman has lost her ability to speak.
Okay.
Neither of you have any knowledge of how she ended up in her situation, and you spend many quiet hours together in the grotto.
She can't speak, huh? That feels
The scent
very
of the
relevant.
sea and a sense of isolation hang heavy in the air. The island is bound for ruin and has had its name since before any can really recall. This is Omega Isle.
Omega is in the last, huh?
You take a deep breath and then set out for the nearby Omega village, which shares the island's name.
East to Omega Village. Well, I want to work my way down the coast and see what's... Okay. We'll go straight to the village. We'll go... Oh, what is that?
You have arrived near the entrance of the village. You spy a shadow skulking about in the midst of a thicket.
It looks like a cross between a rabbit and a squirrel.
The shadows.
Oh, look at
A
it!
monster. It's unusual to see one this close to the village.
It looks like a sea slug.
It might be cute, but it's still a monster. And a threat. You must slay the beast before it can cause trouble or worse in the village.
No, sea slug is the wrong word. Sea bunny? Are they?
And fight.
Alright, what kind of skills do I have? Okay, I'm not a healer this time. Ooh, I can generate gems myself. Okay. I'm a gem generator. That's what I am. Sea bunny, yes. Ooh! First attack was a crit. We're starting strong. Yeah, I guess we're a sword mage. It looks like we've got a staff as well as the sword. I want to go see what this building is.
An old spire stands tall before you. Alas, there's little reason to go poking around within.
The Spirit Spire. Okay, let's go to the village.
Gorgeous flower beds burst with blossoms that will one day wilt and wither away, much like Omega Village itself. This is a village that has accepted its fate to be but a moment in time, destined to fade.
These people seem to be taking their doom quite, well. Hello, person.
An island in want of a maiden shall fall, he mutters, to no one in particular.
Oh, we've got Agent Man's flipside story already. Flipside story time. Decades ago, I lost my wife in the war. All I could do was watch as the life drained out of her. And I know how hard that was for you, Grandpa. But that happened yesterday. Please, try to focus. Okay. My house?
Home sweet home.
I don't need a rest right now.
This is no time for a nap. You turn around and walk out the door.
What about this person?
This might be the last time I see this flower bed, the boy says, gazing forlornly at the flowers.
Oh. Man's flipside story. We're getting some fast ones. Yeah, because last time we didn't have to pay for any inns or anything. Man, I forsook the isle of my youth to live here. I don't know a soul, but that's fine by me. I'm used to being alone. He left his home island yearning to see the outside world, but so traumatic was his seasickness, he swore never to board another boat. He'd really like to go home if he could.
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires.
Accessory shop. What kind of accessories do you have? Ring protection, okay. Elemental stay rings and ring of protection.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks. I wish I got to be the maiden, the girl says mournfully, dressed head to toe in maiden garb, and clearly pretending to be such.
Whatever the maiden is, it's clearly important. Plain Girls, flipside story. Do, 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 do. She grew her hair out, though her mother said it looked best short. She wore platform shoes, though her father said they were dangerous. She longs to be all grown up. Why, you ask? Because her parents are no longer in this world to tell her otherwise. She detests her own weakness and just wants to be an adult already. Where is Ordinary Man? Yes. We should go look at the armourer.
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have sword person. Oh! Okay, it's not a staff I have, it's a spear. I can be a sword person or a spear person.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks. How may I help you? The proprietor inquires.
That's a different item shop person. Salves, quality salve, Omni salve, which is AoE recovering. That's interesting. Everything else looks relatively similar. Don't remember if we had smoke bombs before.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks.
What about this person?
A lone woman diligently cleans the grounds of the Maiden Shrine.
And woman's flipside story as well. Yeah, spears are good for being able to stab people who are further away from you. The woman laments her misfortune. Though she buys waters that bring happiness to the drinker and stones that bring luck to the wearer, no happiness nor luck does she feel. The waters and the stones all came at steep prices, which her loving husband paid without complaint. If this is what makes her happy. Yeah, I bet we're gonna have a cute creature. So the Maiden's Shrine.
The windows are closed, and it's too dark to see much inside. All sound seems to fall away.
Okay, let's go to the Elder's house like we were supposed to.
You stop in at the mayor's house and discover that he already has a guest. The two are engaged in discussion.
So which of these is the mayor? I assume it's the one with the fancy
Listen
border.
and learn that they are troubled by monsters that have appeared near the village and have been devouring precious stores of food.
Yes, cuddly and adorable, but also murderous.
The villager sighs deeply. I suppose it's about the end for the village, they say flatly before departing the mayor's home.
They are really very resigned.
The man left standing in the room has a certain sagacity about him. He notices you waiting and inclines his head in greeting.
Is that a blanket or a cape?
name is Grief.
Grief.
As the village's mayor, he spends his days dealing with all manner of happenings around town. He looks to be at a loss over the damage being caused by the monsters. It would likely be a simple matter for you to deal with the beasts.
Accept the job or do it in exchange. I'm not doing it for free! I'm not doing it for free!
You offer to deal with the monsters in exchange for some food. And Grief replies with his thanks. You're always a big help. This is part of your daily routine. You work to sort out the village's troubles in order to procure food to eat.
In order to obtain food to eat, huh? Okay, rid the surrounding environs of monsters. We can do that. We can do that. Beating up monsters is our cause. And I'm just going to go take a look at the extent of... Okay, good. It's a long way to the edge.
A monster has appeared before you. It holds what's left of a piece of fruit in its teeth, and its mouth moves restlessly.
Is fruit being capitalized important? No, Mr. Flobby!
With a sigh, you mutter, "Let's get this over with then," and ready your weapon.
Air thrust. That's it for battle basics. Yeah, just stab them. Well, not stab. Air thrust. It's not like I'm using these gems for anything else. Ooh. That one gets... He hit me. Okay. I will do the just to stab this time. Do. Level up.
With practiced skill, you swing your weapon. The blade flashes through the monster's throat. Merciless. Perfect aim. It would appear that you are quite accustomed to killing. You wipe the blood off your weapon. As you do, you notice a shadow in the distance. Another monster, perhaps?
If it's a monster, it's the king of the monsters. Look at that crown. Go in close or throw a weapon at it? We don't have a good weapon to throw at it. We have a sword and a spear. Well, actually, yes, please, you can throw a spear. Tug, 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 tug. Okay, so it is the spear that gets thrown. Throw it? Yeah. Let's go.
You take the weapon on your back and aim it carefully before hurling it at the shadow with great force.
I mean,
it flies towards your target, tracing a perfect parabola.
It does depend what kind of spear it is for throwing it. Because, like, one of the spears that I could buy. Well, actually, when I say spear, I guess pole arms. Spears are fine for throwing. Other kinds of pole arms, like that glaive that was in the weapons shop, not so much.
However, the tip of the spear strikes just slightly to the side of the shadow.
Ah, we missed.
Which runs off.
We missed.
Whatever the shadow was, it was taken aback by your unexpected assault. It looks like it ran off in the direction of the spire near the village.
Ah, the place I couldn't look at before. Investigate the spire. My HP isn't low, it's fine. I lost like 1.
You stand before the Spirit Spire, said to have been erected to protect the island. Yet with the villagers having accepted ruination, it now stands forlorn, an edifice without a purpose. This place, so named for the spirits themselves, is one that the villagers do not enter.
Throw anything feat. Okay, yeah. I admit you could throw anything. It's just the glaive has a slightly curved end, so I would imagine it's not quite as aerodynamic, you know?
Despite this, you say to yourself, I have to get rid of the monster, and decide to profane the place with your presence.
Profane the place with my presence. Okay, there's a door there. Flip all the cards. You who enters, spirit.
There are some words etched into the door, but they are weathered and difficult to read. Worried though you are about whatever the words might say, you nonetheless try pushing the handle. With some protest, the door groans open.
You don't think throwing nunchucks would be effective? I mean, you could... Well, I suppose not as effective as actually using them. I tried to learn nunchucks once. I hit myself in the head, and I gave up. It hurt. Ooh.
You spy the shadow of the monster you encountered earlier. Your insight that it had taken refuge in the spire has proven a good one.
So do we think this is a spirit and not a monster?
The shadow notices your presence and flies off at blinding speed. You can't help but admire the rapid escape, though it looks like you're back to chasing after a shadow.
You like a halberd, do you, Nick? They're pretty good. You can slash people with them and stab people with them and sort of bonk people with the stick part. So yeah, I guess a halberd's pretty good. It ran away over there. So I guess that's where the upstairs are. But you know, we're going to explore. Because there's if that's where the upstairs are, then there's probably a chest. Over here? No? Aww. Sadness. Yes, I'd like to go to the second floor. Is there going to be treasure on the second floor?
You survey your surroundings, relying on the shafts of sunlight filtering in through the windows. However, you're unable to see the monster from where you are.
Yeah, a wand, maybe. When I saw it, I was thinking of, like, the sort of pointer a lecturer uses to, like, point at the board. Search the second floor. Okay, it's just kind of round. I like the marble pattern. Ooh, okay, we've got an altar. I don't want to touch that yet. Yes, no card will be left unturned. Okay, just the altar then.
In the back of the large hall, there is an altar, which evinces a sense of deep mystery.
Points her with a hand at the end. Which Star Ocean? I've only actually played part of one of them, I think.
The altar is wrought of a strange kind of stone, its surface polished smooth. It looks as though it's meant for use in some important ritual.
Hopefully this ritual doesn't involve blood.
You approach the altar to check that there are no places for monsters to hide themselves away inside it.
Oh, she's in all of them. I don't really remember much about Star Ocean, I must admit. Maiden, here. Who's that?
In reply to the mysterious and unidentifiable voice that suddenly rent the silence, you ask in a sharp tone, "Who's there?"
Yeah, so she's a bit like the Wonder Chef in Tales of, or such then. Hi, spirit.
You strain your ears, trying to make out the broken snippets of words echoing off the chamber walls.
Laddie.
After speaking a word that rings familiar to your ears, Laddie, the voice becomes impossible to hear. It cannot be. Could you truly have heard the voice of the spirit from the Maiden's myth passed down on the island? All signs of the monster you were in pursuit of seem to have vanished. For the time being, you decide to return to the village and report your success.
Inform the Met that the monsters have been vanquished. We killed 2 monsters. Are we sure that's all of them? Yep. Hey, Mr. Elder.
When you arrive at the mayor's house, there is a young visitor already there. She looks to be making an impassioned request of grief.
Mayor, not Elder.
In a wearied voice, Grieth replies, "There is no longer any maiden in our village." Admonished, the girl leaves the house with disappointment written across her expression. You inform the mayor that you've taken care of the monsters around town. As thanks for completing the job, the mayor hands you a basket of fruit.
I'm still... I guess fruit is capitalized because there is a card called fruit.
Oh, good, you think to yourself. Another day, another basket of fruit.
Oh, good! More fruit! I don't need to view my collection, it's fine. Hey, now it's gonna tell me I can do the jumping, which I already knew how to do. I don't want to jump there. I want to go and uncover some more cards. Enemy! Enemy! It's a wolf! Oh yeah, I forgot to check the name of the other enemy, didn't I? My attack! Right, let's actually check. It is just called a wolf. Yeah, it just said the gem limit is 10. Which I'm pretty sure was what it was last time. Not that we really ever hit the gem limit, did we? Not even when we got stopped from using skills that cost things. Ooh, try attack. Damage equal to the value of 3 rolled dice. Ooh, treasure! Pick a chest for me, any chest. Can you find the salve? So you still wanted a 10 gem spell, huh? Well, Nick was slightly faster, so right hand one it is. Oh man! Oh man! That little gold nugget would have been nice, though. Okay, now I'll jump to the grotto. I mean, you did successfully find a salve. An Omni salve.
You re-enter the grotto and announce your return.
I'm back.
On a normal day, Laddie would already have zipped over to greet you. But today, nothing.
Speak to Laddie.
You walk over to Laddie and discover that she is sound asleep.
I mean, was yours lesser quality? It was the AoE self. So like, swings and roundabouts, you know. Less healing, but it does it to more people.
Life in the grotto is not one of creature comforts. Rather, a fair few inconveniences. You've tried several times to bring Laddie to the village, but she was adamantly opposed on every occasion. You sometimes catch glimpses of her face while she sleeps. Always it is contorted in anguish, as though she is in the throes of a terrible nightmare. You notice a bulky book lying open next to Laddie.
Doesn't look very open to me.
Filled with carefully drawn words and images. It seems to be some kind of picture book that Laddie made herself. You know, I confess, I am a bit curious.
I mean, I kind of am too. It feels a bit rude, but I'm way too curious. Curiosity!
Unable to overcome your curiosity, you decide to take a look at the picture book. Beside evocative images of deep forests and towering mountain ranges, Laddie has written a story patterned after the Maiden's myth.
Mm-hmm.
The picture book story is set in a small village replete with nature. The village enjoys the promise of peace and tranquility, thanks to the young woman born to be the Maiden. The Maiden goes before the altar to perform a ritual, which invokes the power of a great spirit to protect the village.
Alright.
You look over the artwork, a spitting recreation of the altar you saw in the spire, and think back on the mysterious voice.
Are we sure this is a picture book and not a diary?
The voice claimed it was a spirit, and you're certain it spoke Laddie's name. You were so caught up in the thoughts racing through your head that you failed to notice Laddie had awakened. Laddie seems embarrassed that you've seen her book. Tears prick the corners of her eyes.
Oh, I feel bad now.
If Laddie were indeed the Maiden, it would be no exaggeration to call her the very light of hope, a protective force that could save the island from its encroaching ruin. With faint expectation tightening your chest, you consider taking her to the altar in the spire.
I don't think that's a good idea, you know, as you said, given how the previous game went. I'm not sure we should take Laddie to the spire.
You've given Laddie some of the fruit you brought back. She dreamily stuffs some of it into her mouth. Maybe she likes it. You hope so. Your stomach rumbles as you watch her, and together, the two of you enjoy a light meal.
A light meal that is entirely fruit. Laddie has joined my party! Lead. Okay, we gotta. The game's gonna make us take Laddie there, huh? I want to look at my skills. Okay, so oh yeah, because I only had the 2 equipped anyway, so now I have to try that. She's my healer. Laddie's a healer. That's what we wanted to know. Escort mission. It is in your interest to save often. Yeah, I know. Mountains. Ooh. Okay. Explored a few more cards. And now we'll get into the Spirit Spire.
You take Laddie with you and return to the spire.
Did we tell Laddie why we're bringing her here?
As you approach the entrance of the spire, The staff that Laddie clutches close begins to emit a faint light.
The Omega staff, huh?
Seeing the mysterious light, you are convinced Laddie has a deep connection to the spire. Her expression uneasy. Laddie takes hold of your sleeve with a tentative touch.
It kind of feels like a bad thing happened to her the last time she tried to do this. Maybe? Well, it's not like I can do anything else, so let's go. I mean, I could wander off through the woods and go exploring, but... apparently for the sake of the story, we have to take her here.
You stand before the altar once more, bathed in an air of mysticism. The light emitting from Laddie's staff intensifies, as if indicating its destination.
Excellent. The Maiden.
In response to the enigmatic voice, Laddie's staff exudes a dazzling light.
It's really glowing. Oop.
A spirit appears right before your eyes.
Now we're calling it a spirit.
Well, maybe it's a spirit? It's some kind of strange stuffed animal.
Less a stuffed animal and more of a hand puppet! I am the spirit. Calf, calf.
The stuffed toy seems to be affecting a voice of considerable gravitas and choking itself in the process.
Ah, okay, I had slightly the wrong voice there. I don't think it's a sock puppet. It's a little big for a sock puppet. It's definitely a hand puppet of some kind. Look, you can see where you've put your hand.
This creature is called Lack. Though you cannot be certain it speaks the truth, it claims to be a spirit.
Hello, Lack.
You approach, hoping to ask about the Maiden. But with
Oh.
blinding speed, Lack zooms behind Laddie, putting her between you as a shield.
And sitting in her hood.
You're the one from before, Lack says, quaking. It would appear that you're mistaking the creature for a monster, and doggedly chasing after it has made it rather afraid of you.
Do I have anything I could use to make amends? Ah, yes! Win it over through its stomach. Through its stomach, fruit.
You hold out an offer of reconciliation, and Lack takes it and immediately starts munching away. Between
Wait.
bites, it says, "You've got some good taste there."
Does it have a stomach?
You're not really sure if the make good worked out, but in any event, Lack looks willing to listen to you now. You ask about the Maiden once more, and Lack begins to talk a lot. It seems to enjoy doing so.
Talk a lot.
Just as the Maiden's myth handed down amongst the denizens of the island suggests, it explains, Laddie was indeed born to be the Maiden here. However, she was unable to take up her role. This has caused no small amount of distress over the island's inevitable destiny to sink beneath the raging waves. Lack concludes with a proposal. How's about you go and meet with the other maidens and fetch the Maiden's relics? As you had hoped, Laddie appears to be the key to the island's salvation.
You know, Tipo was literally my first thought, Ethel. It's like, it's Tipo. But I wasn't sure if the reference would be God. I should have just said it, shouldn't I? It doesn't appear to be as sarcastic as Tipo, though. Ask what lack means in greater detail. Meet the other maidens.
This island is not the only one home to a spirit. There are islands throughout this archipelago, and upon each dwells one of the 4 maidens who govern their own spirit. The self-proclaimed spirit explains that if you bring the maiden's relics that each of these maidens possess back to this spire, Laddie will be able to become a maiden herself.
Yeah, see, Lack isn't as pink as Tipo. Yeah, no good for a for a pinkist.
Laddie shows the staff in her hand, wearing an expression that seems to say, "This is a maiden's relic."
So maiden's relics aren't even legendary items. Get the maiden's relics.
Should we kill the maidens and steal the relics? Laddie shakes her head rapidly, as if to insist that you definitely should not do that.
Why would I go, should we kill the maidens? The fact that our island doesn't have a maiden is the reason people are like, it's going to be the end. Yeah, I haven't played Exilia 2 yet. It's on my list.
As Lack explains, each maiden has an attendant, an escort, and protector. This would make it difficult to take the relics by brute force.
So does this mean I'm Lattie's attendant?
If Laddie becomes a maiden and performs the maiden's ritual at the altar, the island can be saved. The world-changing immensity of what you have just learned echoes in your mind. It takes you a little while to fully digest it. But it does just so happen you've been readying a seaworthy vessel for your own purposes.
My own purposes. Can we find out what those purposes are?
You accept Lack's proposal to help Laddie become a maiden.
Lack has joined the party.
So, you want me to poof you back to the entrance?
Yes, poof me back to the entrance.
Decide to make for the spire's exit.
Return to the village.
Accompanied by your new allies, you make to enter the village.
And Lattie's not going to want to go?
Seems to find something about this idea disagreeable and clings to a tree nearby, refusing to budge.
Oh, Lattie.
Oh, I got this one, says Lack, evidently with some kind of plan in mind. The fluffy creature begins to chant a sort of mysterious spell.
Mysterious spell. Wuna waka, wuna waka.
Suddenly, Laddie's face is transformed into that of an odd old man's.
Nice disguise work.
Visage, and then gives a thumbs up, perhaps as if to say, "Good job.
Can't be the maiden if you look like an old man."
You are a god." But Laddie looks sideways at you as she walks into the village, her identity now safely hidden.
Visit my abode. Sure.
This is your home. A desk pushed up near the wall is adorned with an unfurled map and a scattering of books. The navigation map is of your own design and depicts the various islands in this region of the sea. It contains
map.
information on the maidens of those nearby islands, culled meticulously from books and the tales of passing travelers. Before all of this, you had found yourself unable to merely sit and watch the village's decline, and so planned a voyage to seek aid from the maidens of the other islands.
So that was my own purposes for having a ship. To go and get help.
After popping into the back room, you emerge with a carefully polished ship's wheel and present it to your companions. It is the final piece of the ship you restored at the grotto. With it, you will finally be able to set sail on the voyage you have dreamed of for so long.
Ooh. Voyage.
You have made ready for the voyage, but before you set sail, you decide to stop in at the mayor's to say your farewells.
That seems reasonable. We'll go talk to the mayor and say, hey, I'm leaving for a bit.
Greeth's eyes fall over the unfamiliar face behind you. And who do we have here?
Well, who do we have here? My girlfriend. No. Not while she's disguised as an old man. A traveler.
You respond. A traveler, weary from a long journey. Greeth looks upon her with sympathy. Changing the subject, you explain to the mayor that you'll be leaving the village for a little while on a voyage to save the island.
I mean, I'm sure it would have been the best choice, but...
You felt sure that the mayor, with his love of the village, would see you off with a smile.
I mean, surely the mayor who's known me for a while would know if I had a girlfriend, right?
And yet the moment you explain that you found a maiden who can save the island, his attitude changes like the fickle sea winds, and he voices opposition to your journey. This island is destined to meet its end, he says. You can practically sense him digging his feet in.
Man, they're so stuck on the idea that this island is ending that they don't even want to help save it.
You cannot fathom why he, the mayor of the village, would believe something like that. Though each of you hold the island in your hearts, you cannot reconcile the difference of opinion. Like lovers going their separate ways after an acrimonious spat, it looks as though you will be setting out on bad terms. You believe that your desire to save the island will prove to be the right perspective.
Understandably. Alright. How much was upgraded gear? Wow, I can't do anything for lack, huh? I don't think we want to put armor on Lati. But maybe I don't want to increase. So I currently have an iron sword. Mercenary sword, that's a fair bit. Mercenary sword gives me extra speed as well. Militia spear drops my speed. Okay, it seems like the spear and the glaive are going to drop my speed. This short sword, which I guess is more like a rapier, that drops my attack and increases my speed. Maybe like we'll get a new... I mean, I can't really afford anything decent right now. So, never mind. I need more money. More money. Before we leave this island, I want to explore it. Exploration time! Okay, Lati can charge charge gems as well. Okay, everyone can charge gems. Also, what is that thing called? It's called a sea hare. I see. I see. Okay. Poke. Try attack. Da-da-dun. That didn't seem to do as much damage. Ooh! Letty learned Thunderbolt. And Lack learned Surprise.
Beyond the pier, the ocean sprawls out in all directions, beckoning you to adventure.
Adventure. Yeah, it looks like Black might be buffs and debuffs, but we'll find out. Thunderbolt, go! Because of course the sea hare is weak to lightning. I kind of want to see what the animation is for Surprise. Show me the surprise. Yes, I love it. Let's use Try Attack again.
Good work.
Ooh, another level up. Reminds you of Astonish, yeah. It was very like that, wasn't it? I've unlocked the Sea Hare's enemy story. Let's go. Let's go. Enemy story for the Sea Hare. Adorable and carefree though they appear, these beloved creatures have a staggering amount of natural predators that keep them locked in a fierce fight for survival. They are, however, exceedingly difficult to digest. Should they be eaten, they can gnaw their way out of their predator's stomach. Wow! Note to self, don't eat sea hare. Well, that's the extent of our small island. Probably. Head to my ship, the one that looks like a whale.
Your ship. Your trusted companion. Once a mere wrecked husk that you labored to bring back to life with months of sweat and toil.
The fins still look a little busted. But hopefully they're not required. Hopefully they are not, like, wings for a flying ship or something.
You climb up to the stern, and with every bit of care you can muster, you attach the wheel. The final stroke upon the canvas.
Yes, definitely make sure the sea hare is dead, and probably don't eat the part with the mouth on it anyway, just in case.
At last, your ship is finished.
Yes. This looks a lot like a patch-up job.
The vessel's design is patterned after a great whale. There are a number of mismatched parts, but that particular quirk only makes you love it all the more. As you look over your handiwork, you realize that your companion on this upcoming journey will need a name. What would a fitting name be, you ponder?
Do I get to name this as well? Well, I mean, Lati can't speak, and I don't know about asking Lack for a name for it, so I will think of one myself.
Love and Friendship Island Savior pops into your head as a potential name. You decide to use your mental eraser to excise that particular idea. Despite your confidence that you could do most things with at least some degree of skill, it looks like you lack a knack for nomenclature.
I see this protagonist is as bad at naming things as I am. Alright. Hey, Lati!
Laddie tears a page from her book and then scribbles a name down on it. In her small handwriting is written, The Bon Bon.
Bon Bon.
According to Lack, the words are a kind of prayer in the language of the spirits for safe passage when bidding one farewell on a long journey.
Hey, that sounds appropriate.
A farewell said before long journeys. The words could make a fitting appellation for your ship. You're unsure of just how much you ought to trust Lack, or his skill with words. But nonetheless, decide to go with Laddie's suggestion.
Yes.
Together, you load up the Bon Bon.
I forgot that Lati had paper to write down things.
Preparations for your departure are now finished.
Shall I set sail? Weigh anchor!
You throw your hands upon the ship's wheel and shout, "Weigh anchor!" with gusto. Your voyage has begun.
And away we go. Spirits dwell upon an archipelago surrounded by sparkling seas. It is on these islands that maidens, guarded by their attendants, I couldn't read all that. The spirits have helped them keep the islands safe since time immemorial. Yet one of these isles lacks a maiden and can do nothing but await its ruination. A young seafarer searching for a way to save his home meets a mysterious maiden who has lost both her powers and her voice. A self-proclaimed spirit tasked them with gathering the Maiden's relics. And so they set sail to see the Isles and hear their tales. The Tale of Departure. Finn.
Though your ship had long since forgotten the taste of seawater, it nonetheless cuts through the waves like a fillet knife through fresh fish.
Yeah, one of them did look like a gymnastics ribbon type thing, didn't it? One of them was like a sword.
It is your first sea voyage. Laddie's eyes glitter as she looks out at the horizon, stretching ever onward over the endless blue expanse. She opens up your homemade navigation map, checking the locations of the islands where the other maidens live. On the island to the south of here lives a beauteous maiden garbed in azure robes, as though the sky itself is wrapped around her.
Okay, maybe it's more of a flag? Well, no, I guess a really long flag.
After closing up the map, you grasp the wheel like a familiar old friend and tell the ship where you'd like to go. You now have free rein to sail across the sea as you see fit.
Free rein, huh? You're gonna regret that, GM.
New tales await you when you put into port on an island where a maiden dwells.
Venture south. Look, we got a little token for the ship. I love it. Ship combat. What's leapt onto the ship then to fight us?
And fight.
So we have a sea slug and a wasp. Stabby stab. Victory. Treasure. Alright, pick a chest, any chest. Let's find gold if there is any. I don't know. Let's pick a treasure. I think it's Athral's turn to pick a treasure. Left side. Okay. Congratulations on finding the gold nuggets. Good job. Ooh. Oh, what was that?
You spot something blown into the sky from a whale's spout. It looks like it might fall this way, but it's hard to make out with the sun behind it.
What will I do? What was it? It was blue. Let's catch it.
You open your arms wide, and what should fall into them but a
A
monster.
fuzzy creature!
It bares its fangs, ready to take a bite out of you. You have a battle on your hands.
I guess this is a water-type fuzzball. Oh, it's several. It's several. Water balls. Thunderbolt seems like a good, a good idea. Yeah, it was cute, right? Aw, it did a little dance. Oh no, it knows surf! It knows surf. I don't need the salves. I have a healer.
Fortune favors the bold.
How else could it swim in the water? Yeah, yeah. That's reasonable. It clearly needs to know surf. Ooh, big numbers. Ooh, acquired unshakable. Immunity to attack and defense down. Nice. I imagine with all the fur, it just kind of ends up kind of sodden, right? Although maybe its fur is like duck feathers. Sharpness. Groom. Cures targets of elemental resistance down and restores 10 HP. Huh. I don't know if the encounter rate's any higher.
It would be good to get a better look before acting, you think to yourself.
I don't know, I gotta fight. I was able to fight something. I don't need to view my abilities, it's fine. So this is clearly an island.
You cross the sea and arrive at the South Isle. On the South Isle, you will hear the tale of a maiden in blue.
Yeah, let's begin the tale of the Azure
Very
Maiden.
well then, prepare to go ashore.
Oh, and now we're on a different map.
Bright rays of sunlight beam down onto the warm South Isle. Something about the place reminds you of the refreshing cool of the ocean.
Is it all the ocean? Oh yeah, a polar bear would have been a more reasonable pick, wouldn't it? Or an otter.
After weighing anchor and docking your ship at the pier, you go ashore.
You know, something that does have fur and not not a duck.
Utterly exhausted from hours at the helm, you stretch your legs for a moment. Then open up.
Leg stretch.
Once you have your heading, you and the others make for the village of Coveton in the south.
Coveton. Venture south of the South Isle via.
Okay, now let's go.
Yeah, let's go. What is that thing? Okay, I can't go over there right now. At least I don't think I'm allowed to stand on mountains. No. Otters are adorable but vicious, huh? I mean, being vicious doesn't stop them being adorable.
Fight.
Okay, we got a skeleton and a lizard man? Lizard squire, sorry. Well, the lizard squire can get thunderbolted. And then poked. And then stabbed. And then the skull can get thunderbolted. And then poked. Point to stabbing, yes. And it's only got 3 health left, so I really only need to stab it. Stab, stab. Thank you, I think. Alright, pick a treasure chest, any treasure chest. Yes, I do recall, Nick, that you did call my Dead by Daylight killer stream also comfy. I will not forget to sell the gold. Middle, okay. Omni-self! So far all of the little gold nuggets have been on the left. Is this a clue? Okay, what's the weird thing that looks like an octopus?
This must be a Stela of the Isle's guardian spirit.
Ah, Steelers again, huh? Okay, that's the town.
So hot, you grumble, as you use your shirt to fan yourself. Wondering how Laddie is holding up, you turn and see her squeezing a blue ball of fluff tightly.
Yes, hug the water ball.
She begins to rub her cheek against it. From the elated look in her eyes, you can only guess how cooling it must feel. But the sight sends shivers down your spine. Laddie, that's a monster, you shout, readying your weapon.
Dun-dun. It's a boss water ball! And happenstance cards.
And fight.
Ah, decrease water damage. Thank you. I'll take it. And now we're going to Thunderbolt it. Thunder crit!
Magnificent.
Poke it with a stick. That also crits it. Stick poking crit. Air thrust. Air thrust. Oh no! +2 to water damage? We don't want that! It might murder us. I could just Thunderbolt it to death, but I want to heal. I want to heal. It's fine. We can get eight damage on it before it gets its turn anyway. Poke. Yeah, I agree. Lati being kind of oblivious is cute. Okay, we got another Stealer. 2 Steelers. I'm going exploring the rest of the island before we go into the village.
And fight.
Nice crit. Yes, the sheltered type, that sounds about right. Oh. Lati has gained Maiden of Purity. Immunity to curse. Treasure. I'm gonna pick the treasure this time. I'm gonna pick the left-hand one. Okay. Who said the next one was gonna be on the right? Well done, Etherol. Well done, Etherol. You were right. It was worth a check, though. Event.
You spy a parcel on the roadside. As you pick it up, you are enveloped in a wonderful aroma.
Ooh.
Inspecting the parcel, you read its intended destination was Coveton. You know not its contents, but will you complete its delivery?
Yes. I will deliver it.
You decide to deliver it on your way and tuck the parcel into your bag.
I might get to eat whatever's in there. Or at least some of it. Ooh, another event.
A well-to-do looking old man calls out to you. Care to try your luck?
My luck in what? But sure, go for it.
You decide to tempt fortune. The old man says that if you can roll a higher number than specified, you'll win a prize at no cost. However,
yes, however,
a meager roll will require you purchase the prize from him at an inflated price.
What's the prize?
Now then, let's begin. Today's prize is... The old man pulls something from his bag.
A ring of protection. If I can roll a 2 or higher, it's mine to keep. If not, it's 600. I don't have 600 gold, so I see this as a win. let's go.
You take a die from the old man and give it a squeeze. It's do or die.
Of course it rolls a 1. I bet it's rigged.
Alas, fortune does not smile upon you. As you move to pay the old man, you realize you haven't enough to cover the entire cost. You show him the inside of your purse and beg his forgiveness.
Oh no, it really did take all my money.
Taking pity on you, the old man yields a consolation prize in exchange for the remainder of your purse.
Oh no. Oh, that was a terrible joke. A terrible idea. Terrible idea. Oh no. That's an expensive bomb. I was kind of expecting him to have weighted dice, but I figured it was... Oh man. Well, I wonder what's in this chest. Hey, 500 gold. We have money again. And we have learned not to play dice with strange old men that we find when we're out and about. Ooh, so there's a cave over there. Hey, nice crit. Bye-bye, monster. Bye-bye. Yeah, but it's also a random event, so it's not like you can just go seek it out, right? Did we ever actually use the bomb we had? Did we ever actually even use it? Last game. I don't think we used it in battle, we used it for an event or something, maybe? Oh yeah, that was it. I sold it in there, and then some... What else? I want to see what this is. Alright. The town, then. Although, just before I go into the town, I'm gonna go and get another drink. I will be right back. And I'm back. get on the boat to go see what that is, huh? Except that when... yeah. We'll have to see. Maybe it'll send us there while we're doing this story. This village is very blue.
Center of a cove. The gentle lapping of waves fills the air. Coveton seems like a peaceful place, far removed from conflict.
Ah, peaceful.
As you enter the village, you're greeted by an unusual sight.
Oh.
A paper doll flitters about like a bird above a man's hand.
Ooh. How is that paper doll moving? I want to know.
Gazes and explains that he animates it with a magic charm. He claims that all the villagers use such spells to enrich their lives.
Oh. Also, is there a shrine
At
maiden
your
in the village?
straightforward question, the man appears to be at a loss for words. Now, where could she be? He murmurs.
I'm guessing in the cave we found over at the other end of the island.
Though the maiden isn't here now, you know for certain that one lives in the village.
It's giving you air flashbacks. Ah, yeah, with the little puppet. Right? Gow, gow. Right? Little dinosaur noises.
You thank the man, then resume your search for the maiden.
Ask the villagers. Hello, villager.
The village gets so lively when the maiden is here, the man mutters, his brow furrowed with worry.
Ah. Oh, the Man in Blue's flip-side story. Man in Blue. A man reputed for his powerful magic. Rumours say he has helped the lovelorn marry their sweethearts and procured wild riches for the lowliest paupers. Thus, many come to seek his aid. His magic is a sham. His only sorcery is influence. He pulls strings to make dreams come true. Even right at this moment, he is toiling away for the sake of others. Alright. It's a sham, huh?
The old woman stares intently into a crystal ball. Not ready to show me, are you? She mumbles at it. She tells you she first used magic when she divined who she would marry, nigh on 50 years ago. You can't help but admire her dedication to the craft.
The elderly woman's flip-side story. Elderly woman, flip-side story. Elderly woman. As an actress, this woman thrilled audiences with her rousing performances. Her nickname, the Sorceress of the Stage, says all you need to know about her powerful presence. She has since retreated from the stage, preferring to watch from the audience. Her choice of outfit, however, has led people to whisper of the Sorceress of the Seats. Sorceress whatever, huh? Are the inns free in this game?
The innkeeper's eyes light up in surprise and delight. Well, well, well. To what do I owe the honor of a visit from the son of the Fortune Tellers Alliance chairman, she asks.
The son of the who now?
She clearly has you confused with someone else. But on the plus side, she is extremely happy to see you. So happy, in fact, she waives the fee for your room.
So, yes, it is going to be free. What do they have at the Armourer here? Okay, we don't have swords. Look at that. 8,000 gold. Man, if only I hadn't lost all of my gold. Yeah, so we are stepping on the shops in the... Wait, did we talk to this lady yet? Event!
Having arrived in Coveton, a woman asks you, "Are you the postman?" You shake your head no. She says she's been waiting forever at the village entrance for a delivery.
Ah, this may be the thing we picked up.
Her eyes light up when you show her the parcel you picked up. That's what I've been waiting for. It seems the parcel contained an exotic perfume she ordered.
Oh, pleasant smelling didn't even mean it was food.
While dancing a jig in celebration of her long-awaited perfume, she hands you a gratuity for carrying it all this way.
Yay, a tip! 1,500 gold! Oh wait, we already looked at the inn.
The innkeeper asks the moment you set foot in the inn.
What is this?
The
Maiden's Shrine
is resplendent with seashells. The maiden must make a hobby of collecting them.
You can see a familiar looking building at the bottom of the screen there. Right, let's get myself a new weapon. I can get a glaive now. That's a serious increase in attack for a steep loss of speed. and also defense. The best defense is a good offense. So this... Okay, that's also 8,000. But you know, some increasing... Let's increase my defense again. After losing some. Me. It's for me. That's all. Oh wait, I was supposed to sell that. You know, we're gonna keep the gold nuggets for a little bit. Because that means we have money, even if the old men with rigged dice steal things from us. Could buy some rings. Okay, so this place has... Ooh, Ring of Life. Recover 3 HP at the start of each turn. Interesting. So this has all these stay rings. Okay. Yes, event safe cash. Anyway, game parlor.
This is the game parlor. Come play cards, the boy at reception calls.
Let's play cards. I don't think I need an explanation of the. I'm assuming it's the. I'm assuming it's the same card game, so let's go without the explanation. This is when I find out it's not the same card game, right? And I just get destroyed by my own arrogance. It's nice to see that my card has Lati on it as well. Yeah, it looks like the same game. Well, thank you for putting stuff in the pot that's... I'm terrified of this creature. It's like a giant snake with human teeth. On the other hand, we have slightly puzzled looking frog. It looks like I don't need to worry about my draws because I can see a step already. Yeah, because we're not using skills, so let's just take all of these. Oh, glory to number 6, the Hypno Frog. Ah, yes. Game Pala Reception finally got a set. Good for him. That 7 will go nicely with my 8 if I can get like a 6, which I can't. Hey, we have a number 6. That means I will take this 8, this 7, and this 6, please. A new season of what, Nick? You like the worm on 8? I think it's terrifying. Ah, Futurama. I did see that news. I did see that news. Why does it have human-y teeth? I suppose I should be glad that the giant worm has teeth that don't... I should be glad its teeth aren't spiky and implicating it as a predator, you know? Predator was not the word I was going for. Carnivore. Although since they're human-like, I guess that makes it an omnivore. And I don't know how I feel about that. Two sixes is worth more than two fives. Ooh, two eights. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll find out what this, Okay, it's more horrifying than I thought. It's got at least two sets of teeth at the bottom there. Triceratops as an omnivore, huh? Not sure how I feel about that. Although actually, I guess it makes sense because, like, did you know horses will eat meat? Horses will eat like small creatures. Aha! Double the points. So, you know, I guess it makes sense that Triceratops would be.
Not bad. The boy praises you, proffering a gift in commemoration of your first win.
Yay, a gift. Oh, those are pretty dice. Look how pretty they are. Alright, I'm not going to do the skills one yet. We'll go the next time we see a game parlor. We'll play with skills.
The woman sighs. That maiden's gone gallivanting again today. Despite being tasked with protecting the village, it seems she has quite the infamous reputation.
Woman in Blues. Flipside story. Woman in Blue. It's next to the man in blue, obviously. Try as she might, the woman's clumsy hands simply could not fashion a talisman worthy of sending to her lover for their birthday. Hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands. Her failures littered the house. Neighbours came to call it the Cursed Manor. In time, it said even her lover kept their distance. Let's go to this one.
Face contorted in concentration, the young boy deftly folds a piece of paper into the shape of a bird. You ask him about the maiden. I saw her at the Maiden shrine, he says, as he tosses the paper bird into the air. Wonder of wonders, the paper bird flaps its wings and flies about, showing you where the Maiden shrine is.
It's over there! But I went there earlier! Speak with the Azure Maiden at her shrine. Okay. Simple boy! Flipside story. It's wrong way, that way. And then this way. Simple boy. The boy tells you a single drop of blood carries the stench of sin so powerful one can barely breathe. And he says you reek of the stuff. It is here we should note that the boy's hobby is mimicry. So this is likely something he's heard someone say somewhere at some point in time. Sounds like the boy's a Kenku.
The man tells
Hey,
you
muscle
that
guy.
it may be renowned for its magic charms, but the tasty fish caught here aren't half bad either.
Muscle man, flip side story. This place definitely likes magic that uses paper, right? It comes as some surprise to others, but this man is actually a painter. He spends his days cooped up at home, silently hurling his passions upon a large canvas. Again and again he smears paint all over his bemuscled body and hurls it into the canvas. Despite his dedication to his work, none appreciate his artistry. He has never sold a single painting. Paint. That's a unique way of painting. Very unique. What happens if I go and look at the ship?
A well-maintained fishing boat sits anchored in the water. You glance at the catch on board and deem it acceptable.
Yeah, he enjoys what he does, and that's the main thing, right? Enter Coveton Shrine. Hello.
At the heart of the shrine, you see a young woman and man discussing something in earnest.
It looks like the man's got one of those paper things.
The woman's name is Fila. She is,
Fila.
without a doubt, the maiden shouldering the Isle's fate. The man's name is Hyde. He is the maiden's
Hyde.
wise attendant. Excuse me. I need to speak with the maiden, you say, interjecting yourself into their conversation.
Yeah, her thing looks like what's the word? The sort of flag that gets used for kind of flourishing. Colours, was it? I don't know. Such as it is a very long one, so it's kind of also a little bit like a gymnast ribbon.
Fila whirls to you and asks, which do you think is cuter?
Which of what?
Though you're baffled by the sudden and unrelated question, she doesn't miss a beat and shows you a seashell in each of her hands.
Which do I think is cuter? Yes! Flirt! Flirt.
Caught in the moment, you mumble an unexpected answer beneath your breath. You quickly realize your mistake and look around when... Oh my, Fila remarks bashfully. Hyde simply gives a huh in response. Laddie looks off into the distance, her lips pursed as if whistling, though no sound comes out. Lack, annoyed for some reason, seems on the verge of rebuking you. Apparently, The maiden and her attendant had wagered on which shell was cuter. You had heard about the Azure Maiden from the villagers, but now you see for yourself that she's quite the free-spirited woman.
I mean, my choice guaranteed that I wasn't going to pick the wrong shell.
You explain to them why you've come, and ask if Fila will lend you her maiden's relic.
Yeah, I knew someone once who did stuff with flags, and I can't remember what it is either.
Despite knowing the circumstances, Hyde tells you that things just aren't that simple.
It's not as simple as just going to the maiden and going, "Hey, can I borrow your thing for a bit?" With words or with actions?
You
with
take
words.
A deep breath and prepare to persuade them when... I'll let you borrow it if you help me find the pirate's treasure, Fila says. She explains that there are rumors of pirate treasure hidden within the Crystal Cave, southeast of the village.
I knew we'd have to go to the cave.
Pirates, you murmur.
Pirates.
You think about it for a moment, but with little other choice, you agree to help.
Yo, yo, pirates life
You
for
never
me.
change, sighs Hyde. But Fila pays him no mind as she prepares to embark on the adventure.
I don't want to have to beat them up. Fila and Hyde have joined my party, and Lack is no longer eligible for battle. Ah. The maidens and attendants you'll befriend during your journey have fixed armor and weapons. You can only change their rings. I don't think I need an explanation. I've already been to all the establishments, GM. Temp party members of the game, yeah. So I'm guessing either I will have...
Things have taken a very lively turn, haven't they?
So either I'll have a maiden and their attendant in my 3rd and 4th slots, or I'll have Lack, I guess. How did I not turn that card over? There we go. The cave! At least level 3! And what, level 5? Let's go.
The Crystal Cave teems with the stones that give it its name. They say the intermittent echo of water droplets is the sound of more crystals forming.
What?
Your party and Fila have become fast friends on the road to the cave. Though Laddie seems somewhat nervous to finally have a female friend her age, she looks happy nonetheless. The loose-lipped Fila tells you all sorts of details about her life, including the fact that she and Hyde are lovers. Hyde seems on edge about her blasé divulgences. You give him a pat on the shoulder, quietly sympathizing with him.
Oh no, they're dating. and my first action was flirt. The water drop sound effect. Right, so... I think right first.
And fight.
A blue fungo. I don't think we had blue fungos before, did we? Is a blue fungo a water fungo? Ooh. Oh! Link skills. Okay. Okay. This is why everyone has the ability to charge gems. Charge. Oh, his side is more expensive. Okay. Fatal sign. Rain call. Let's use rain call. Maybe we'll finally have that done. Maybe I'll get a link skill with Lati at the end. Or by the end, even.
You can see what looks like a chest within the shadows on the opposite bank. Unfortunately, you can't cross over with the water raging as it is.
Link skill with lack. Is it called Yeet the Puppet? Alright, we can't really go anymore that way. You know, like a fastball special, except with a pointy pointer.
Hope you win.
Oh wait, no, I should have charged on that one. Never mind. All right, let's see what burst is. Nice. Chest. Hey, an ominous health. Ooh, double gold. Right, let's use charge. Now it's gonna be you coming up. Okay, you can do a stab. Because I want to see one of these link skills. Oops, wrong direction. Right. Show me the link skill. Mysterious Heart. Aww.
2 fight as 1.
Yeah, it was nice that they made a heart like that. Very cute. What is this? A giant boulder.
It's a large boulder. You aren't sure where it fell from, but some of it is submerged in the waterway and is obstructing the water's flow.
So we need another big rock. Oh no. Let's push the rock.
The 5 of you rally together, then push. And
Ha!
the boulder sinks into the water, stopping its flow completely. It looks like you have a new path to tread now.
This also means I can go back over to the right and find that
Excitement.
that treasure chest.
He blushes in embarrassment and reminds her that others are watching.
Aww.
At their public display of affection, Laddie covers her face with her hands, but peeks at them through her fingers.
Should I go back over there now? Let's go back over there now. Show me the treasure. Hey, 500 gold. Not bad, not bad.
And fight.
Kind of want to see the other one, but yeah. Well, I want to see the other one. Show me. Oh, it did go to him next. Never mind. Okay, we'll just use Raincall instead. Ooh, self-heal. Cures all status ailments except KO. Because I wouldn't be able to use a skill if I was KO'd. More treasure! Yes. Hey, and Spirit Elixir. I see her. I want to see what a fatal sign looks like. That was a Z shape. Like Zorro. We can just stab it now. That's a big stab. But yeah, I should actually go and check my skills. Okay, we do have self-heal equipped. It does seem like you can have more skills equipped in this game than you could in the previous one. Okay. Yeah, back this way.
Hope you win.
What a gambit with a sorrow flare.
Excellent.
I never really liked Gambit all that much. My favorite X-Man is Kitty Pryde. I answered the question before you asked it. Haha. I'm psychic.
Show 'em what you got.
Well, I just realised that as soon as I stated my opinions on Gambit, someone was going to ask who my favourite was. It is a fairly appropriate question at the time. You like Storm? Storm's good. Who do you like, Ethel? Magneto. Interesting choice. Avalanche. I'm only really familiar with the Avalanche that... Was it Avalanche that was in the, Oh, I've forgotten what the cartoon was called now. The X-Men one where they were all teenagers and went to school. Did that have Avalanche in it? Yeah, and Spike, yeah. Oh, Goblin's enemy story. Yeah, in terms of Marvel as a whole overall, though, I really like... my favourite Marvel character overall is Beta Ray Bill. Do you guys know him? Oh, no, sorry, it was Monsters. It was Monsters. Monster Story. X-Men Evolution, yeah, that was it. Wait, did I just go past the goblin? Yes, nope. I went past it again. There we go. Goblins are superb mimics for the great love of humans. They owe their use of tools and their repertoire of games to their time spent observing human activity. Goblins also attack humans and plunder their homes and villages, it's true, but who can blame them? They're simply imitating the humans they love so much. The name sounds familiar, doesn't it? But Beta Ray Bill is, as a friend of mine once described him to me, a horse-headed alien with the power of Thor. He's pretty great. His spaceship talks. It's called Scuttlebutt. You want me to find a picture of Beta Ray, do you? I can do that in a sec.
Congrats.
Yeah, yeah. Beta Ray's a bit of a cheap cut, I'll admit. Pick a treasure chest while I'm doing this. Where did that save? There it is. Oh, that's come in huge. Yep. 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 Right. There you go. That's Beta Ray Bill. Left chest. Okay. Quality solve! So anyway, we'll take Beta Ray off the screen again now. You like villains more than heroes most of the time. Spider-Man's got some pretty cool villains.
To open the chest, Fila interjects. I didn't tell
Oh, this is the chest we needed to go to?
They say the treasure is protected by the pirate's ghost, she admits with a tremble in her voice.
Pirate's ghost?
Laddie's face goes pale, and she squeezes Lack in her arms. The poor thing looks like it's in pain. I'm just kidding, Fila says cheerfully. But then,
you know, in terms of series relating to the X-Men, I really liked Excalibur, which was all British heroes, like Captain Britain and
who goes
Psylocke.
A voice echoes through the cavern. My treasure, mine. You sense a dangerous aura in the shadow of the chest. and immediately prepare for battle.
He's got a hooked hand and all! Dun. Boss fight!
And fight.
Let's charge so we can let let those two do their thing. Mysterious hearts, go. The water went in a heart as well. As well as the cards doing a little heart shape. Ah. Poisoned. That's why I'll just go with Forgive for a staff. Hellboy's a good one too. Oh wow, that poison rolled really high on that guy. We need to do some healing. Heal.
Magnificent.
In terms of superhero comics, I'm a lot more familiar with with Marvel than others, but I have a passing familiarity with DC and Image and such. Oh yeah, let's try and inflict deadly poison. Ooh. That pirate ghost has AoE. Should I use one of my Omni Salves? I have so many of them. Let's go. That thunder's not doing very much. It looked like under there it might have said he was resistant to it. I missed. Should I use Rainfall? Yeah, let's use Rainfall. Pirate Ghost wants to recruit more members for his crew. Yeah, maybe. Ow! What an excellent time to use a self-heal. So Thunderbolt didn't do much. Maybe we should just charge and use. No, please don't go to the items. Actually, do go to the items. Bomb, let's go. So that's what the bomb does. Yes, boom indeed. Ooh, blizzard.
After the battle, you finally reach what looks to be pirate treasure. Your hearts race in anticipation as you open the chest to find
Nothing.
hundreds of colorful seashells filling it.
Seashells!
The room falls quiet as everyone stares at the chest with abject dejection, realizing the stories were no more than rumor.
But the maiden likes seashells, right?
After a long moment of sulking, you feel Laddie tug on your sleeve. She points to the rocky wall behind the chest.
Secret door?
Upon closer inspection, you realize that there's a crevice just wide enough for a person to squeeze through.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Because what if you can't squeeze back out again? Maybe that's how the pirate died. Okay. It's fine. I want to go uncover this, sorry. Another chest!
You discover a chest in the cavern depths. Your allies rummage through its contents, but don't find anything resembling pirate treasure.
She sells seashells by the seashore, huh, Nick? Tongue twister time, huh? Okay, that's quite large of an area up there. Oh, it's got water in it by the looks of it. Ooh! It did it all for me!
A droplet of water falls. Once the ripples upon the surface still, it feels as though time stops. All falls quiet. A beautiful underground lake, its waters glimmering like crystal, stretches out before you in the cave's depths. Your collective breaths are taken away as you gaze upon the dazzling sight. The lake's
Crystals.
light reflects in Fila's eyes, and she gently takes Hyde's hand in hers. "I'm so happy we can see this together," she whispers.
Is this the treasure?
Though you had come to the cave in search of treasure, you found something far more precious.
Aww.
You returned to Coveton, basking
Aw,
in the
I didn't get to
afterglow of
look at
such a
all the-
marvelous
Oh.
discovery.
Boo, I wanted to uncover the other cards that were next to me. It's fine. Ooh. Lati gained memories of friendship. We sailed the seas and saw wondrous sights with our adventurous as your ally. Lati's regaining memories, huh?
You arrive back at Coveton safe and
Or
sound.
gaining memories.
Ta-da, Fila says suddenly, pulling a crystal out of her pocket.
Ta-da!
Apparently, she took it from the cave so that Hyde could make them matching couples charms.
Aww.
With a sigh, her attendant agrees and says he will need to borrow the proper tools from the accessory shop.
These two, huh? Ooh, event.
An air of gloom hangs over one corner of the village. It would seem someone has died.
Oh no!
Asking a nearby fellow what happened, he explains a woman was attacked and killed by monsters outside the village.
Oh no.
Talk is, the woman was wearing perfume from a
Oh
foreign
no.
land that drew the monsters to her.
Oh no, we brought her a... That's why the package was just sitting there. Because the person who was delivering it clearly got attacked by monsters because of the perfume and just dropped it and ran, right? Oh no.
They only discovered it after the fact. But that perfume was actually some sort of juju expressly for attracting monsters.
Oh no.
You recall the woman to whom you delivered the parcel you picked up. Even if I didn't know, I'm the one who gave her the perfume, you think regrettably.
Yeah.
Laddie gently places a hand to your back. You say a prayer for the woman's repose and quietly take your leave.
Aww. Poor lady.
Hyde asks you to wait outside while he enters the shop. Fila strikes up a conversation with Laddie while awaiting the other's return. The endless stream of words makes you wonder when the maiden has time to breathe.
I mean, maybe if we kept it, we'd have been attacked by, like, loads more monsters.
All Fila seems to talk about is Hyde. Nevertheless, she seems to have found an eager listener in Laddie, who nods with an elated smile. Hyde returns, completed couples charms in hand.
That was fast.
The crystal charms look as impressive as any you would find in a shop. But Hyde's expression is grim. Apparently, he isn't as impressed by his handiwork as the rest of you. Fila takes one of the charms with a forlorn smile. I'll wear it to the maiden's ritual, she says quietly.
Oh dear. I'm not taking that flirt option this time. You're pretty happy. I'm not going with that. These two are clearly in love with one another. I'm not inserting myself into that.
Hearing the carefree woman speak of the goal of your journey, you can't help but ask for more information. Fila explains that she'll be conducting the maiden's ritual soon. You wonder if it's all right for them to be gallivanting around like this, considering how important the ritual is to protecting the island. As promised, I'll let you borrow the relic, Fila says, changing the subject.
Yeah, it's definitely like a battle standard type of deal, right? It reminds me of Fate Apocrypha's Jeanne d'Arc. She had one like that, right?
But it's far too important for me to just hand it over to you. So, we're coming with, she smiles. Though it's obvious she's just looking to have some fun, you have no choice but to accept the new term. With the Maiden's relic finally secured, you and your unexpected new allies make for the spire.
Yeah, I get the feeling it's gonna be grim. Wait, what? We're taking them back to ours.
Fila exclaims in excitement as she lays her eyes upon your vessel. How adorable. You grin, knowing full well that it is.
Yes.
And prepare for departure.
Like, yes, my boat is indeed adorable. You likely come and go from Omega Rail quite a lot. Yeah, I could just jump, but I want to turn over the cards. To the sea at last. An enemy, immediately. Yeah, well, I mean, apparently they don't have a spy. Or they need to come to our... I assumed we needed to go get all the things and bring them all back. But, maybe not. Also, I should see what the frog is called. Frog, what are you called? Killer frog!
Oh, excuse me. You can't go into an island while you're still on your ship, okay?
You sure? You sure I can't do that? Ooh. A shipwreck.
You discover a shipwreck. You climb aboard and begin searching for anything useful.
A water say ring. Nice.
When you return to your vessel, the shipwreck sinks silently into the sea. Hope you win.
Davy Jones is in the deep seas, I think, right? And down in Davy Jones's locker. Which is where that shipwreck went. We're gonna get a lot of pirate references, huh?
I don't know what it is, but there's just something so relaxing about the sound of wind.
Ah.
And fight.
And fight. Oh, rolled a 1. No deadly poison for me. Good. Okay, now I'll go back to shore.
You arrive back on Omega Isle. It's just as you left it, quiet and still, as if awaiting its inevitable destruction. How gloomy, Phila remarks. But her softly spoken words are swept away by the sea breeze.
Alright, to the spire. And then to the altar. And hopefully not having to stab a maiden.
You stand before the Maiden's altar again and ask Lack what you need to do here. Lack explains that Laddie couldn't become a maiden because of a problem in her heart. How would you even begin to solve a problem in someone's heart, you wonder, scratching your head in thought?
Well,
Just as Lack begins to cast a mysterious spell.
Certainly not by taking someone else's heart. Right? Kokoro kokoriko ran tararan. Ran taratan. So that started off with the word for heart. Kokoro, right?
As if responding to the spell, the altar begins to glow. Now, go into the light, Lack commands. You do as you're told, having no choice but to obey the self-proclaimed spirit.
Why am I going into the light? Shouldn't that be Lati?
When you come to, you realize that you must have fainted after being swallowed by the light. You gradually get your bearings, and your field of vision clears. You're in the Spirit Spire, or at least you're supposed to be. Something about it strikes you as strange.
Is it the spirit side of the
What
Spirit
happened?
Spire?
You ask Lack. Go outside and you'll see, it replies.
Okay. Everything appears to be covered up again. And also grayscale. I'm doing a very rough turnover. Just in case there's anything new in this other side. Spire. I get the feeling there probably isn't, but we're going to go look anyway. Yep. Alright, what we're going to find out here then. Whoa!
Inside, you find yourselves in the heart's domain, the birthplace of human emotions. But is it light or darkness at its core?
What?
You stand in awe of the world before you. It's entirely black, as if someone took a brush and filled it from corner to corner with dark paint.
What is this place?
This is Laddie's heart's domain, Lack says.
We're in Lattie's heart?
Lack explains that it's a dream world created by her feelings. You can't believe that this is what's inside Laddie. Sweet, kind laddie, who wears her heart on her sleeve. Laddie's gaze falls to the floor, perhaps in shock at seeing what's inside of her. Lack points south of the spire. Whatever is eating away at her heart is in that village, it says. Since Lack seems to know the lay of the land, you decide that following its advice is for the best.
Head to the village south.
Oh, this place is seriously weird, huh?
It's all glitchy. What is that?
A stela carved in the spirit's image. What's it doing here?
That doesn't look friendly. Okay, so this one is the blue one that we saw before. Oh, there's enemies! There's enemies! Oh! Look at them! Ow. Heal yourself, laddie. And then we'll go for a raincoat.
Magnificent.
The more maidens we encounter, the fuller her heart will be, literally. Yeah, I can see that. Because, I mean, she gained friendship, right? Discount Heartless. I forgot to look at what their names were. So, yeah, so that one's an ivory. And this one down here that looks kind of like onyx is, oh, an onyx. I was making a joke about it looking like onyx because of the shape of it, but it's literally the onyx spirits.
A shadow suddenly appears.
A shadow!
It gazes at you with eerie yellow eyes and is cloaked in a hostile aura. You have no choice but to fight.
No choice but to fight. Dun. Dun.
Fight him off.
The Callow. I kind of want to see the guy's special thing. Let me get to charge. I was hoping it would be the Maiden first so that I could charge again. So I guess we'll just do some stab until it's back around to his turn again. Oh, or I mean we can do burst. Remind you of soot spirits. Like angry soot sprites. Very angry. Ow. Self-heal? No. We stab. And then we have Latty do me a heal. Glad that other one didn't attack me then. Latty, do me a heal, please.
Fortune favors the bold.
Right, let's see. Nope. Accidentally going to that again. Northern Cross. Ooh, both on the same card.
Magnificent.
Magnificent is probably the word. Let's go burst. Oops.
Oh hey, don't worry. Their coffin card being down doesn't mean that character is actually dead.
Oh, that was a bit of overkill. We didn't need that critical. Maybe I should have used that on the other one. Such a tragedy for the young lovers. We're almost... That didn't do very much. Let's have her use freeze. Voice of Cards Fire Emblem Edition.
Magnificent.
But I don't even play Fire Emblem with Perma now. Ooh, money. Money, money, money. Kindness, happiness.
The shadow vanishes. But you can't shake the feeling that those final words were spoken in a girl's voice.
Anxiety Town. As in Anxiety Town. Huh. I would like to exit Anxiety Town, yes.
Anxiety Town is shaped entirely by Laddie's woes. As such, even the most beautiful blossoms in the village have their thorns.
Head to Anxiety Town and find the source of poor Lattie's woes. So the thing we just found wasn't the source, huh? Thoughts on the change in DM? I think it's fine. I'm used to this DM now. Everyone's getting frozen for oh they're getting frozen for a turn. Nice. So what are these ones called? The Riant and the Kalla. Ah, almost. We will just have to stab them. I also should probably have healed the guy there. So, how big is Anxiety Town? Quite large. So, actually looking at that and looking at what time it is, I'm gonna call it there for tonight. And we'll pick this up next time. Thank you very much for coming. It's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, consider subscribing to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, which is where I post the schedule for the week. It's in my pinned tweet. The next scheduled stream is Sunday, 2 PM GMT, and that is the beginning of Paradise Killer. So I hope to see you then or another time. And once again, thanks for coming. And this is Kalla, signing out. See ya! Bye bye!